Hey guys, as you can see, my Groovy series is growing. Go check out the TRIPPY granny square tutorial and the spiral one if you like them. And today we're going to be doing the checkered one. We're gonna have two variations of these. So there will be one with smaller checkered pieces and one with bigger checkered pieces. One with bigger checkered pieces. Also, if you prefer the written pattern, I have that for the TRIPPY on my Etsy store. There will be a link in the description box below. So now let's get started on the checkered ones. Okay, so let's start by chaining 20. And I want to work on the bumps right here. And let's skip that first chain, and into the next chain we're going to do a half double crochet. A half double crochet in the next, one after that. Now we're going to have to bring the yellow. There's two ways of changing colors, and you can use whichever one you find most comfortable. You can either finish the stitch with one color and then go back here into those sidebars and bring the next color. And then pull on the old color. Or you can finish the stitch with the other color. I do it both ways. I don't really have a preference. These two yarns we're going to carry behind our stitches. I grabbed that bump and I'm putting these two yarns on top of the hook. And we're going to do 3 half doubles. So 1, 2, and 3. So again, I'm going to go into these 3 sidebars here and bring the pink through and pull on the yellow. And now I'm going to keep bringing these two along for the ride. We're gonna keep doing this until the end of the row. So let's do it and I'll meet you here. Okay, so we're going to turn now, making sure we bring this yellow with us. Okay, get it in there in the back. And we're gonna work straight into that stitch. No chaining, no nothing. And then we're gonna bring the yellow here. And bring the pink down. And now we're gonna bring the pink with us. And just working yellow on top of yellow and pink on top of pink. Until the end of the row, and I will meet you here. Okay, now we're gonna switch colors and we're gonna have yellow on top of pink and pink on top of yellow. And there will be 2 rows of this. And for the remaining rows, you will keep doing this. So 2 rows like this and 2 rows with the colors reversed, and so on. And there will be 14 rows in total. Now I'm going to show you how to switch colors here. and then you are on your own until you finish the 14 rows, and we'll meet for the edge. I'm going to switch colors right here in the last stitch of the row. Don't forget to grab the other color. Always work it into the stitches. So just straight into that first stitch, you're gonna do a half double. No chaining or anything. Okay, so we have yellow on top of pink, and now we're gonna have pink on top of yellow. So you're gonna do this until the end of the row. Then for row 4, you're gonna have pink on top of pink and yellow on top of yellow. And then you're gonna switch again, repeat for 14 rows. And I will meet you there. Okay, here we are after 14 rows. I just cut off the yellow. Just keep the one that you ended up working here last. And now we're gonna have to work 19 stitches on each side of the square. And to do this, we're gonna work like this. One single on top of each row, and in between the colors here, we're gonna add an extra stitch as follows. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3 in between, 4, 5, 6 in between, 7, 8, 9 in between, 10, 11, 12 in between, 13, 14, 15 in between, 16, 17, and then here we just do 16, 17, 18, 19 without adding anything else because we need 19 stitches. And when we come back on this side, we're going to do the same as we did here. And for the starting chains, we have them clearly here, the 19 stitches. So we don't have to worry about this, just work in each chain. And same goes for this part, we have clearly 19 stitches. So let's do a few together. We're just gonna hide this yellow on here and cut it at the end of the row. So we're just gonna go right there and do our first single of this side. We're gonna do another single here, 2. And we're gonna do in between here, 3. And we're gonna go into the next 4, then 5, then 6 in between, we're gonna work on this side. So we're gonna start right here. Meet me here. Okay, so I have 19 here, 19 here, and now we're gonna work 19 on this side. If you can also integrate this little tail on here, it's perfect. And again, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then 19 here. And let's just meet right there, do the slip stitch together and cut the yarn. Okay, so I went around and I have 19 stitches on each side of the square. And now I'm going to slip stitch in this first single here and cut the yarn. Bring the yarn through, chain 1. Now let's do a stacked single 3 times. So we do a single, then into the sidebar we do another single, and in the sidebar of this second single we're gonna do another single. This will substitute our first treble. Now into the same stitch we're gonna do 2 more trebles. Chain 2. And in the next stitch we're gonna do 3 trebles. We're gonna skip 2, and into the third we're gonna do 3 doubles. And we're gonna do this skipping 2 and 3 doubles 4 more times. And now we're gonna skip 2 and start the second corner, which is gonna be the same as this one. 3 trebles, chain 2, 3 trebles. And we're going to be repeating this, all of this, 3 more times. And we're gonna slip stitch in here. So let's meet right here. Apparently I have too many stitches here. And if this happens to you, don't panic. You don't need to undo anything. So here's what I'm gonna do. Instead of skipping 2 stitches here, I'm going to skip 3. And then just skip 2 and do the corner here. Yeah, if you find yourself with too many stitches, just skip 3 instead of 2. And if you have too few stitches, just skip 1 instead of 2. And the point is that in the end, you're going to have the same number of stitches for the edge, regardless of how many stitches you skip here. Okay, so I went around and now I can slip stitch into this first stitch. And straight in there, I'm gonna go in again and I'm gonna do a single crochet. So now we're going to do our final round, which is that of single crochets in each stitch and 3 singles into our corners. And once we go around and we reach this place again, we're going to be slip stitching. If you like the Groovy series, don't forget to give me a thumbs up for the video, a subscribe to follow along with my future granny squares, and also a comment. I would really love to hear from you guys. I just went around and all I have to do is slip stitch, but please don't go anywhere because I also have this beauty here that I want to talk to you about. So as I promised, this is the smaller checkered version and this one is the bigger checkered version. So if you want the bigger checkered version, all you have to do is work double crochets instead of half double crochets. And instead of going 14 rows, you will only be going 10 rows. And then everything else is the same. So you're going to have 19 stitches on all sides of the square with pink, and then the edge, the blue edge is the same as this one. Let's just finish and then I will reveal a little bit of sneak peek into the next week's granny square. So next week we're gonna do mushrooms and froggy. See you next time. Bye!